everyone, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my 6 personal tips on how to answer extended response or essay questions on an exam. Now as a grad student, 90% of my exams are à développement or essay type of questions, and so I've had my fair share of these. You have asked the right person to do this video, okay? Tip number 1, blink and you might miss it. From my own experience, I've noticed that there are 2 types of questions that can be asked on an exam that requires you to write a long answer. The first type of question is short and sweet, describe this theory, and that's not the one that I had the most problem with. The one I had the most problem with was the big chunk of paragraph hubba hubba type of question with 1,000 mini questions in it. Bring a highlighter, or you know what, use your pencil or your pen at the exam and just underline everything that you need to cover in your answer, and you know what, even number them. So let's say, oh, first define this theory, give 3 examples. Take the time to really focus on the question and find out what is being asked of you so you don't forget anything. Tip number 2, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now if you remember, the main character in that movie is a skeleton. Make one. It is not a waste of time. This is the most important part, and when it comes to writing that essay, if you're not prepared and you just read the question really fast and then go on and write it, all of a sudden your thoughts are gonna be like gibberish, you're gonna go all over the place, and the teacher won't be able to understand what you wrote. Organize your thoughts, put them on paper. It doesn't have to be complicated. Make bullet points. Tip number 3, BME. When you're doing your skeleton, please remember, no matter how long your essay or your long answer or your short answer has to be, your response should always, no exception, have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Even if the beginning is just one phrase, you have to structure it. This helps you out to see where you're going, and it makes you look more organized and more prepared, and yeah, teachers love that type of stuff. Tip number 4. And this is a personal secret. It's called the show-off. I learned this a little bit too late in my university degree, but you need to do this right now. When you're doing your skeleton, make sure to insert key theories, concepts, formulas, ideas, names, dates, anything that you might have learned in class or from reading the textbook or from doing your assignments. Make sure you insert them in your response, because it not only shows the teacher that you've done the work, you know your stuff, and most importantly, you know how to apply it. Teachers from an essay know who has done the work, who has came prepared, who has studied, just by seeing how much theory you can put in your response and integrate it and make it flow and not make it seem like, look, I remember this word, I'm just gonna put it in there, I don't know what it means, but it's in there, so be careful, but do it. I'm telling you, hands down, it will improve your grades, okay? Number 5, oh snap, I forgot. So let's say you've done all the previous points, and at the end you find yourself reading your text just to make sure everything's okay, and oh my god, you maybe forgot to answer one of the questions, or you want to add something. This is where students, myself included, get scared, and we start to go through our text and we start erasing stuff and try to fit it in and squeeze it there, and then your handwriting suffers. It's like illegible, it's a mess, and you're meant to impress. Hence, you lose marks, and we don't want that. What I usually do is at the end of your text, just add a number. Let's say you forgot 2 things. So add number 1 and write exactly what you wanted to say. And then in the text, wherever you want to insert that little paragraph or that phrase that you forgot, just write the little one in the text. No mess, stress-free, and easy to follow. And finally, my last advice for you guys, this is kind of obvious, but you would be surprised how many people lose marks because the teacher does not understand what you wrote. Think about it, guys. If the teacher can't read your handwriting, he can't give you the grades, no matter what you wrote. If he or she can't read it, you ain't getting that A. One last thing I want to add is someone asked me how they can write faster during an essay exam. Personally, I found that if you write in cursive, so like the letters are attached, you write a bit faster because your hand doesn't go off the paper as much. Mind you, watch out, because sometimes the teachers can't understand when you write cursive, because you know, when you rush, you add that on top of that and it becomes kind of messy. but try it out. If your cursive writing is awesome, definitely try it out. It will save you some time. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to me if you like what you see, because I post videos every Thursday. And if you want to know when my videos come up, YouTube changed things around a little bit, so after you hit subscribe, just make sure you click that little bell next to subscribe, so when I post a video, you know I posted a video. Because a lot of people have been telling me, Anna, you haven't posted in a month, what's happening? I'm like, yes I did, you just haven't been getting notification because thanks YouTube.